Wes Brown, how we doing, guys? DimezHD here. Wes Brown, former Manchester United defender, files for bankruptcy. He's going through hell right now. I'm going to be talking about this as another footballer in the Hakimi situation. Wes Brown is no different. Just another human being, another football. I keep saying this. You just got to smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. Wes Brown, former Manchester United defender, on £50,000 a week. Converted into dollars, that's probably around $70,000 a week, I guess. Probably off the top of my head. It's probably a little bit less than that. That's a lot of money. Files for bankruptcy, class action bankruptcy in the UK. It was found out by the higher courts that he has filed for bankruptcy. So now that he has filed for bankruptcy, he has been divorced from his wife for a year. So that's probably playing a part. She probably took half of his stuff. You know, this is what I'm saying, man. So you live that high life. He won a bunch of Champions Leagues with Manchester United. He had 200 and something appearances for Man United. I think 200 or 300 appearances. He played a lot for Manchester United. Like 5 Champions Leagues. A bunch, I mean, like titles. Premier League titles. This guy was very prolific. He was a very good footballer. Very high on the Richter scale in Sir Alex Ferguson's dominant Manchester United at that time from 2000 and what was it, like 2000 or 1996, 7 to about 2011. He played for a long time. Bunch of injuries, ups, downs, lefts, rights, all that stuff to now being declared bankrupt. Life comes at, I mean, it still hits you, man. It's crazy how this can hit you. So we're going to be talking about this. Wes Brown filing for bankruptcy, man. It's crazy. Former Man United and England defender declared bankrupt. Brown retired from professional football in 2018. HMRC filed for bankruptcy petition against the former England international at the end of February. The High Court then confirmed the action on April 12th, and the order was made public earlier this week. The former £50,000 a week man spent much of his career at Old Trafford and won his fair share of honors in its 15 years. All that time, 15 years at Man United, all that grinding, all this stuff, man. All these things, you go through all that stuff, injuries, all this stuff, man. You know, you're having your personal life stuff going on, and then you're declared bankrupt, and you're earning £50,000 a week. See, the money's good when you're getting it, when it's coming in, but when that money, when it stops, and you're still living that high lifestyle, and that money stops, and you run into a brick wall, because see, right, he's probably been living, right, 15 years, right, that's a long time, right. He's living the high life. He's got the hot girl. He's living in the mansion, the jacuzzi, all this stuff, personal chef, butler, maid, all this stuff, and then you're declared bankrupt. That has to hit like a truck, man. I mean, for real. That has to hit like a truck. Living the high life, going to the beach every day. I don't know, going wherever every day, taking planes everywhere, whenever, once a week, and then you get hit with the bankruptcy thing. Man, that's a big switch to go from living like that to eating low budget meals at Tesco or wherever. I don't know, whatever's in the UK. So yeah. However, Brown is far from the only Premier League star to experience financial problems. Of course he's not. He's not the only one. Earlier this month, ex-Newcastle, Liverpool, and Manchester City forward Craig Bellamy spoke out against his own bankruptcy woes. Like I said, these footballers are going through it, man. People put these footballers on a pedestal, and they think these guys are just like, oh man, they're in the lavish. No, man, these guys are going through hell behind the scenes, man. They just don't talk about it in the media. This is just coming out to the media. There's probably a bunch of footballers with divorced wives, their wives taking half of their stuff. It just so happens Hakimi played his cards correctly and made that girl look stupid. So this is not the case here. So, yeah, Brown's bankruptcy comes off of back of a tough period in his first life. It was reported last year that Brown had split from his wife Leanne, 46, who was a reality TV star on the show Real Housewives of Cheshire. They got married back in 2009 and had 3 daughters together 13 years after tying the knot. Brown, now 43, reportedly moved out of the house that he shared with Leanne and their children following the split. Back in 2016, Wes and Leanne made the choice to significantly slash their price tag on their previous home in Petersbury, Cheshire. So, they're losing money on their home, losing money. The asking price of their mansion, initially put on the market for £4.5 million 6 years prior, was then slashed to 2.4, so they're just losing money. Brown's ex-wife revealed the toll of being married to a high-profile footballer in 2019. 3 years later, Leanne revealed, the wife of, or ex-wife of Wes Brown revealed, yes, we've got a lovely life and all this money. Yep, they love the money, but see, you get older. See, 15 years ago, it's great. Oh, he's earning 50,000 pounds a week. High-profile football in Manchester United. Any girl over in Manchester or whatever in the UK, oh, he plays for Man United. Oh, he plays for City, Chelsea. You could be 16, 17 years old. They are on you. I can guarantee it because they see money. They see money. They see dollar signs. So, yeah. And I'm not saying the money isn't great, but when you're in it, you're living in this bubble. Like I said, these footballers are in a bubble, man. They have no normal life. Once you're in that high profile category, you have no more. You can't go out and do anything. The media is going to be there. Although the fans can be amazing, they can also be very cruel. That's true as well. That's how it is. It must be hard for footballers to deal with being on the top 1 minute and hated for the next. For a bad kick or missing a goal, we are the ones that are left to pick up the pieces and bear the brunt of whatever is left at the end of their careers. That's the curse. That's the curse of getting that money and being a footballer. The blessing is you got the money, you get the fancy steak, go out on the dinners, you get the hottest girls, you get all this stuff. The curse is the backlash, the death wishes on you, the injuries, the setbacks, all this stuff. It's so much, man. Sometimes it's hard being alone. A lot. The lads are always away a lot, especially if involved in a high-profile club in England International too. See, that's him playing against Lionel Messi in the 2008 Champions League. I think that's 2008. He's playing against Lionel Messi. He played in that game against Messi. He was a high-profile player, man. And look at him now. 16, 17, what's that? 12, 13 years later, he's declaring bankruptcy. He played against Messi. And look at him now, man. That's crazy. And this was a big game. 08 Champions League. He won the 08 Champions League. That was one of the biggest Champions Leagues in our club's history. Besides 99, that was a big one as well. That squad was crazy. Ronaldo, Tevez, Rooney, Giggs. I think Giggs was still playing. Scholes, Varane. Oh my God. He was in the team with Vidic, Ferdinand, Evra, Gary Neville. Look at him now. That's crazy. Originally from Winslow in Cheshire, Brown penned a deal with United when he was still attending school and made his debut for the Red Devils in 1998. So, yeah, that was the year before we won the treble. A graduate of the club's academy, Brown was regarded as among his teammates, highly amongst his teammates and United squad when they went to beat Bayern Munich 2-1 in the 1999 Champions League final to secure the treble. Brown went on to make 362 appearances for the Premier League Giants and won 5 domestic titles, 4 domestic cups, and the Champions League on 2 occasions in that sequence. His time in England continued as he signed for Sunderland. So this was later in his career after he won all that stuff. He signed for Sunderland on a 4-year contract after departing Man United before playing a handful of games for Blackburn Rovers. Brown conducted his career in Indian style at Indian side Kerala Blasters in 2018. He was the last member of Manchester United's treble-winning side to hang up his boots. So he played until, what, 2019, 2018? This is him celebrating in 08, man. That's crazy. He was a part of that team, man. And he's bankrupt now. That's crazy. In addition to his stellar career, Brown represented England on 23 occasions between 1999 and 2010. Brown has set the dust off his boots to take part in a charity-based football match next month. With all those proceedings going to those affected by the 2017 Manchester Arena bombings, he'll feature alongside former United pal Nicky Butt and will face off against the likes of Ricky Halton and Jason Manford, who will turn out for the Celebrity 11. So that's like some celebrity match. But this just shows, man. This just shows that, you know, grass isn't always greener on the other side, man. I didn't mean to click that. But the grass isn't always greener on the other side, man. For these footballers. It's really not. It's really, really not, man. You know, a lot of people think these guys are, you know, living the lavish life. Yes, 50% of it, yeah. They're living great. Eating steaks, shrimp every day, linguine, all that stuff. But this is the bad side of it. And you live good for 15, 20 years. You know, you live on your high horse. Ole, ole. You win the Champions League, Premier Leagues, all this stuff. It can happen to anybody, man. This could happen to any footballer. It just depends on how the footballer is, you know, how they play their cards with their money and stuff. And see, when you get these wives and stuff, they take half of your money because they got divorced. So I'm pretty sure she took a portion of his money. Because it said they got divorced like a year ago. So I'm pretty sure she took some of his money, man. And it's sad, man. It's really, really sad. Because all footballers don't do the Hakimi thing and have everything in their mother's name, man. You know, you don't really want to have everything in your mother's name. It just so happened Hakimi loves his mother and would play that card right, man. He'd be in the same situation as Wes Brown. Probably. Well, not bankrupt because he's still earning money at PSG. But, you know, yeah. It's sad to see a former Man United player going through that, man. But this is life, man. And life doesn't segregate from anybody. This could happen to anybody, man. It just so happens he's a high prolific Manchester United footballer that won a bunch of trophies. That's it. Other than that, life kicked him in the ass. He's still a human being. So, guys, let me know down below what you think of the Wes Brown situation. And, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. It's been with DimezHD, guys, and I'm out. Peace.